and analyze all these different things that I have to do, it becomes very ridiculous. And I sit there and I say, yeah, I get the insurance part, right? I'm not even knocking the insurance part. It is a little high, but whatever. The part that I'm kind of sitting there looking at, like, why do I have to pay payroll taxes? Why do I have to pay property? Why are there all these other taxes that are just coming out of nowhere? But everybody will tell you that this person or that person is for the little guy. They champion small business. Okay, we champion small business. Can we get rid of some of this stuff?
Yeah.
Can we get rid of a payroll tax? Can we get rid of this? Because why should people have to pay people? That doesn't even make any sense.
It does.
So yeah, that's my little rant about all the taxes that we're required to pay. And not to mention, if I'm actually very successful in it, now we're gonna start talking about luxury taxes. We're gonna start talking about now we'll be in this high elevated tax bracket for being successful. So it's just so many other things to me. Like I said, it's like they say they want you to be successful, but it's a lot of things in line for that not to happen. Now, just so that's it for those little things. I'm just gonna briefly touch on some things that I've been very bothered by. We don't really talk about entertainment on this show a lot, but I'm gonna talk about it briefly. I was extremely disappointed in the final season of Game of Thrones. I don't know if anybody
watched this. I was too.
I don't know. See, look, this is one thing we did not know. We did not know that this whole time we've been doing this show, we both watched Game of Thrones. So I'm just gonna briefly touch on, because I'm probably gonna start doing shows about how disappointed I was, but I'll probably do like a whole show kind of recap thing. But
we got to do that. I want to be on that. Yeah,
we will definitely do a Game of Thrones season 8 breakdown and just an overall. It was the worst. I'm sorry, it was terrible.
It was.
There's no way around it. Like, we was waiting all this time, and you gave us that. I'm so disappointed. What else is going on in entertainment right now? I mean, the last time I checked, I don't even really care anymore. But the whole Jussie Smollett thing, they're talking about unsealing the records. Honestly, I don't care at this point. Like, I don't care. It's like, as soon as you threw it out, like, I don't care anymore. Like, he's either innocent or he's guilty or whatever the case may be. But if you threw out his case, who cares about unsealing the records at this point? You already threw out the case.
And did you hear it? Empire got canceled after this next season.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just getting to a really, really dumb point.
Yeah.
R. Kelly apparently is still on trial somewhere. Nobody's really said anything. I think he's out on bond still.
He in hiding.
We don't know anything. Yeah, he's kind of sort of going back and hiding like he was before the R. Kelly documentary came out. So there's really nothing going on with that. Once again, I don't know if I predicted this a while back, but the Golden State Warriors are in the NBA Finals. I am going to go out on a limb and say I think they're going to win again, because I felt Milwaukee had the best chance to beat them. Toronto is not really good. Kawhi is playing pretty good right now, but Toronto is just not really a good team. I'm sorry to say that. I know Drake's going to be upset. I doubt Drake watches the show anyway, but a situation where, I mean, yeah. Toronto, congratulations for getting over that hump, but there's no way you're beating Golden State. And it's just simple. Instead of Eric Bledsoe, who shoots 12% from 3, taking those wide open threes y'all kept giving him, that's gonna be Steph Curry. He's shooting about 39%. So that's and you gotta think about it. All these games are relatively close. So, and Bledsoe probably missed about 4 or 5 threes that could have turned the game. So it's a situation where, like, yeah, it's pretty much over with. As far as Avengers, we're probably gonna have to do a show on that last movie as well, because there are a lot of questions to be answered, or whatever the case may be.
Did you like it or what?
I liked it. It just gave me too many questions to ask.
Yeah.
A lot of questions.
I really enjoyed it, but when I look back at the story, I was like, something ain't getting up.
Yeah, certain things add up. So we'll probably be doing a Game of Thrones show, because, like I said, until something else happens, I can't just sit here and talk about politics every week. We gotta talk about Game of Thrones. We're gonna talk about this Avengers movie. We're just gonna talk. I'm probably gonna go start doing movie reviews. We're gonna kind of start to really expand the channel, because like
ain't giving us enough.
And they're not giving us nothing right now.
It's just fruit. Like the fruit's done dried up and stuff. Like we've been waiting.
Correct. Correct. All right. So, like I said, I don't know if y'all saw that hand kind of come across the screen a while back, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, so I can go ahead and enjoy the rest of my Memorial Day. Once again, to all my fellow troops out there who have ever raised their hand and swore to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic, we appreciate you, especially the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can even do a show like this. So that I can even, have some on the grill right now without having to worry about, some rebel group coming over here and stealing my food and taking my house and doing things with my woman, whatever the case may be, blah blah blah. So very, very grateful to live in this country. Very, very grateful for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. And that's why I say so. In the midst of the cookouts, I hope everybody takes some time to really understand that Memorial Day is a lot more than cookouts. You know what I mean? It's actually people who actually have given their life so that we can actually do what we do, have the freedoms that we have. And yeah, man, like I said, happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. I don't know where I'm going to be next week, but like I said, we're going to be broadcasting from a lot of different places across the country because there's no telling where I'm going to be. So I think this is going to be fun. So even if we're just talking about Game of Thrones, even if we're talking about movies, we might start doing some comic books, going into that kind of realm because like I said, until we get to really, and that's just my opinion, unless there's a major death or unless there is, until we start getting to like the debates with the candidates, it's really going to be kind of like, because they don't even look like they're even concerned about policy right now. So you got anything else, BJ?
No, everybody have a happy Memorial Day, and I salute all the troops.
Yeah. So until next Monday, all right, because like I said, I just want to make sure hopefully the place where I'm at has good Wi-Fi so it ain't choppy. But until next week, this has been Aftermath of Saul G. I appreciate everybody's time, and we'll see y'all later.